Welcome back, everyone, to the match of the shift for this week of week number 12 here in the DLNS, otherwise known as the Deadlock Fright Shift, considering it was our Halloween episode. The focus was on EU this week due to some roster changes we've had. We had Buff Enjoyers lose out on D-Mob, joining a team called Gooballs, who previously won the Trolli Open EU as Mellteam. And we also had two players of Buff Enjoyers subbing in for Abrahams in the finals. But to kick things off for our match of the shift this week, it's all about the Fearless Furies taking on the Gooballs. We haven't seen the Furies in quite a long time when it comes to the night shift, and excited to see what they can bring to the table and potentially contest against some of the best teams in EU. Fearless Furies managed to get victory yet again for Apocycle, pulled off an astounding 90k healing when we saw it versus Lodos in the Trolli Open. Gooballs managed to get all three Guardians before 9 minutes, but the Furies are managing to keep things close with the team fight.
Across on the jump pads, the on the left side has spawned here, so winning this team fight or these skirmishes will be really beneficial to Gooballs, especially, who already have lane control on the left side. And look at the chase down that we see there, all the way to the enemy base. And finally, Surgery's going to pull back off. A couple players to be dealt with here. The reincarnation is forced out. Reanimation by Apocycle. And still, this area hotly contested. Apocycle now kind of has to be careful. This is really rough, Infernus, 1v1ing you in that position with no ult left is not going to be fun for Apocycle.
Oses is starting to get farmed as he was able to push down a Walker for free. Moving ahead into the second urn, Gooballs have a turn in on the side of the Furies, and the lead continues to grow for the Balls.
Turn in off of the pick on Viscous. I don't blame them. If they manage to get this, it will be massive. So Apocycle, reanimation comes on through, gets grabbed by Overseas. So much disable. We talked about this. It's so incredibly hard to survive. Trying to at least delay the urn drop off a little bit longer, but fails. And Gooballs now are managing to get themselves a bit further ahead with unrelenting aggression. The fight continues here, and it looks a little bit tough still for Fearless Furies as they try, as they might in more defensive territory to get something going, but I think there's just too much utility here in these fights, Jason.
Bro, no way. OC's just canceled the hell swap out of Fargar Echo. With Rejuve now for Gooballs and OC's having double the souls of 4 players from the Furies, they go for a push on the mid lane Walker, catching up quite a few players. Should be relatively safe, I believe. D-Mob going to lead the charge, trying to get the kill on Ayano, and he's going to eventually secure it with the help of Empty Dreams. Starting things off stronger with Gooballs, still keeping these Rejuve crystals alive and looking for the second Walker of the game.
Yeah, and they can definitely commit pretty hard into this. It's like you say, still 3 beautiful Rejuve crystals left. Finally, D-Mob's going to go down, but it takes so much effort and so much focus to do that, and the Walker's going to fall in the meantime, surely, as another stun comes on through right before it is going to drop. That's somewhat helpful. The Fearless Fury is still losing players, and OCs, he's so far ahead right now. His farm, his damage output is somewhat ridiculous.
Being 50k now behind, Fearless Furies try to take a fight outside their base, but the damage isn't there, not being able to pick up a single kill and allowing Gooballs to advance to the money match. Because it's just going to be a slow death for you now.
Yeah. And I gotta say, I'm pretty excited because Gooballs look really, truly in such incredible form as a team, just in terms of the composition, the way that they play it, just the team play, like everybody really understanding how they want to move together, everyone keeping pace with each other, and their pressure is unrelenting. I love the movement, by the way, the movement options with Shiv. Even though they nerfed the right click knockback, it's still really cool what you can do with it.
Yeah, very. And they're going for the chase. Finds left alone as ABL wants to actually finish the game pretty much by himself. And Maybell still has a bit of a minute of time before we could see it come up. And ABL's, he's pushing waves in. He's looking for shrines. He knows he can take Eplifine 1v1. He's 11k ahead of him. The team, they can just finish it right now. I think they want to keep warming up or something. Eventually, they do head over towards the base, and they realize, okay, yeah, we can finish it here, especially if they take the first stage Patron and then back away towards a Rejuve. But instead, they're going for the finish here now, Dan.
All right. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a wrap very quickly here. Despite a bit of a pause after the Rejuve earlier, once they're in the base, Jason, it is just no stopping them. And that's going to be a decisive victory coming out from Gooballs against Fearless Furies. And I've got to say, I am really impressed by Gooballs. I think they had an amazing draft.
Unfortunately for the Furies, they couldn't hold on and they could not take down the Gooballs, but we got to see some good things out of a roster we don't get to have too often here on the night shift. If you're curious about how the Gooballs did up against Abrahams, well, go check out the VOD. And while you do that, make sure you guys like and subscribe here to the Deadlock Night Shift.